Happy New Year, Aquarius. This is Aquarius Rising and Sun Signs 2025 Insights and Predictions. You got a lot going on with your creativity, children, yourself, your health and relationships. Are you ready to talk about it and get weird? Pew. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Eric Taylor, BigEAstro, back with another Insights and Predictions for 2025 for Aquarius, the water bearer. Happy New Year's Eve. I told you I'd get them all done before the new year, Aquarius and then Pisces. So this is for Aquarius risings. Then you can look at the sun and un poquito the moon, but it's mainly for Aquarius rising and sun signs, talking about 2025. Wow. Well, you know, 24 was a wild year, and November 19th, Pluto entered Aquarius for the next 20 years, until 2044. Adios, mijo. Aquarius risings, big up, big up. Are you ready? This is going to affect the sun, moon, and rising. But you're starting off the year with the Mars opposite Pluto. Mars in your 7th house retrograde. Really from the 31st to the 3rd, you're going to feel this energy. It's explosive. And then it will go back into Cancer until April of 2025. So try to avoid any arguments, even just like shopping, New Year's Day or the 2nd or the 3rd, or, you know, any arguments with the other half. Old things and themes can come up in your relationships, business partnerships, or marriage from the 31st to the 3rd. Mars going into Cancer, well, you got to watch the digestion, try to be easy to April with the spicy foods, but also this could be a time for, looking at some new property, things with your pets, your aunt and uncle from your mother's side. You know, Mars is boyfriends, brothers, property, land. But when we're dealing with health, right, you got to watch out for any accidents, okay? You got to just be mindful of that. But you know, really, as this year jumps off, we have got the N, 0 degrees, Aries North Node. January 11th, the nodes switch, okay? You're going to see in your 2nd house, the Pisces North Node, 8th house, Virgo South Node. This is for the next 18 months to July of 2026. It's heavy. So I'll say this. Use the fuel of this Aries North Node in your 3rd house, where maybe you can initiate some sort of change or be the pioneer maverick over social media with your local community, your skills, your communications, and maybe there's certain things that you've got to initiate and be brave and courageous with your younger siblings. You got this on January 11th. But with this Pisces North Node coming into your 2nd house of food, speech, values, self-worth, your 5 senses, and how you earn money, you may start dealing with pharmaceuticals. Maybe you've got to prescribe a lot of things if you're a doctor or, you know, whatever. But you could get into literally, maybe you start to eat more seafood. Definitely need to drink more water. But there can be some sort of karmic fated energy around an inheritance. That 8th house, Virgo South Node, something that could be changing your wealth really for the better, but it can also boost up your 6th sense, your imagination, your creativity. And Saturn and Neptune are still there, but they will do a little dance and leave for a brief momentum of time, little un poquito, in the May, early June, going from your 2nd to your 3rd house. Then it will retrograde back towards the end of the year, and permanently Saturn, not permanently, but till 2038 until 2028, Neptune and Saturn will make an exact conjunction in Aries, excuse me, in your 3rd house. So this could make your 3rd house, there could be some restrictions. It could show some reality, right, about your younger sibling or about your communications and the adult relationship with your mother. Neptune is there where maybe if your mom has already passed away, you may start seeing visions and dreams of her. Saturn in the 3rd house in Aries is going to slow you down. Okay, chill out with the driving in the local community. Neptune will make you a little idealistic, unrealistic, but you can get some like spiritual downloads. Maybe you do see a spirit or a ghost or an alien in your local community or in your home. But Saturn and Neptune, they're kind of giving us this little preview from, like I said, early, late spring towards the end of fall. So we shall see what that plays out for you. But there definitely could be some discipline and slow down how impulsive you are. This will make you kind of think before you react a little bit. Okay? And remember, we've got 3 Mercury retrogrades and a Venus retrograde. The Venus retrograde is March 1st. Okay, going all the way up to, I believe, April 11th. So you'll see Venus going from your 3rd to your 2nd house. And then there's going to be a dance party, spiritual dance party in your 2nd house. Venus, adios mijo Lucy, Neptune, North Node, Mercury, all in Pisces. The first Mercury retrograde will be from that Aries to Pisces as well. So that March period, we're going to see a little shift and a little dance between Aries and Pisces. That North Node Neptune conjunction, I mean, it jumps off right at the bat, January 11th. And remember, we will have the eclipses, 3 of them this year on the Pisces Virgo axis. But in late March, early April, we got one final eclipse in the Aries North Node. I believe it's the first week of April. And that will bring this 18-month cycle to an end. So something that has been going on, maybe your younger sibling has been a little assertive and aggressive, maybe that will stop. There'll be some sort of karmic fated event. Okay, maybe it's the end of the relationship, the end of arguments and fights. Maybe it's you getting a new car, or maybe it's, changing something about your sales and marketing and advertising, depending on what you do for work, or literally something with your neighbors. Okay, the ending of a fight or ending of something that was going on. So just pay attention to that. That will be that Aries solar eclipse. It'll be partial because, the nodes will be really at like 29 degrees, maybe at that time 28 degrees Pisces. Now, look, Jupiter's in Gemini, okay? For you Aquarius risings, we're really dealing with the Jupiter in your 5th house. So it should have been a good year for your children, maybe investments, day trading, crypto, your creativity and hobbies. Listen, Aquarius risings, I told you, still going on until the end of May, early June. You could have a pregnancy, male or female. The husband could get the wife pregnant, or the Aquarius rising woman, she can get pregnant. She could get pregnant, okay? But the Jupiter, there could be some positive things with your children. Maybe for education, graduating college, going on a long distance trip, or going abroad or something. And quite literally, I don't promote gambling, but the 5th house is dating, romance, fun, sex, gambling, lottery, fantasy sports, ancient history, past life karmas. You could do a little thing about your DNA. Just don't use, 23andMe. I guess you want to try something else. You can tap into your lineage, but you could win a scratch off, a mega million. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to be in it to win it. Totally up to you. I'm not, promoting anything, but you never know. But the Jupiter starting in, I think it's the first week of June, will enter Cancer in your 6th house, cleaning up the mess, any irritations or mess Mars made with your work, your service, your daily routine. I mean, with that Mars there could be accidents, sudden events, maybe even an accident cooking in your home, although the 7th house is kitchen. So, that would be maybe right off the new year. Don't burn down your house. But Jupiter comes in after Mars leaves in April to go back into Leo. Jupiter comes into your 6th house. So you could get another pet. You could get a promotion at work. This could end any legal battles or conflicts. Maybe it's, taking care of your debt. Maybe you leased or bought a new car and you just get a windfall of money to pay it off. Jupiter doesn't like being in the 6th house. That's Mars's planetary joy. So even though in Cancer, it can be extremely emotional and intense. And did I mention that? Watch for the intense emotions with Mars and Cancer till April, okay? It can get hot in here. Definitely don't want to beef with your aunt and uncle. Hopefully you don't have a dog, like you got a little pit bull or Rottie that turns on you, or Doberman. I had a Doberman turn on me once when I was like 12 or 13. Kind of scary. But Jupiter in Cancer could bring some divine wisdom and knowledge. You know, even things around the house can, be expanded or abundant. But we also have, and we're going to get to the chart in a second, we got Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus, your fourth house. I wonder how you've been doing the last 6 years with that. Well, it's going to take a little break. On the 7-7 portal, it will enter Gemini, okay? And it's going to be there, or retrograde back like maybe January or February 2026. But the end of 2025, from the summer on, you're going to have Uranus and Gemini. It's a sneak preview of a 7-year transit. Gemini is that 7-year itch in a marriage. Gemini is the midlife crisis, 42 to 49 years old. So when when Uranus will go into Gemini, it's going to trine Pluto in your ascendant. And don't forget, Pluto's only going to go to 3 degrees this year. And when it's in the 12th house or the ascendant, it can make you extremely, especially on the ascendant, magnetic. You can feel a little bit more powerful, but you do need to purge, surrender, release. It's the soul psychology. You're going to want to learn about the occult knowledge. You're going to start to be like, I need cotton, organic cotton, linen, and wool. I want alkaline or spring water. I want high vibrational fruits and veggies. Pluto is extremely powerful. So because people could be crazily attracted to you or fearful and repelled, like, ooh, get that girl away from me, get that guy away from me. You know what I mean? But it is toxins and detoxification, just like the fixed signs are. So it's the first house of self, Aquarius risings. You may want to do a parasite cleanse or some sort of detox. The master cleanse, like I've been talking about, right? Cayenne pepper, organic maple syrup, distilled water, and lemon juice. Muy bueno. Check with your doctors. I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night, but I'm not a professional doctor. I don't want anybody coming to me, whatever, but I've done it. I did 16 days, the most I've ever done. It was great. I feel great. And wifey and I decided we're going to do it once a month now. So let's get to the chart, wrap everything up. We'll talk more about that Uranus in your 5th house and that trine, and see how you go and dance here on Earth, from birth to Earth. Smurf. Happy New Year, Aquarius risings. 2025 insights and predictions for Aquarius, the water bearer, sun and rising sign. BigEAstro. Pew. All right, New Year's Day. Now remember the moon early if you're out partying, which I don't recommend. With this Mars-Pluto opposition, you need to keep your butt at home. But the moon will be leaving Capricorn early in the morning, and it's going to be right here on your ascendant, okay? So we are dealing with, let's see here, a little magic. The Pluto, the moon. We got the sun in the 12th house. So you could be very focused, right? It's Capricorn season. Capricorn birth chart still rocking. Sun, moon rising to January 20th. Then Aquarius, you begin Aquarius, sun, moon risings on the 21st until February 18th. So, but you guys are going to really, you're going to feel the moon on your ascendant. So January 1st and 2nd, and a little bit of the 3rd, but mainly the 1st and 2nd, you're going to be a little bit more introspective. You may feel like you're retaining some water, ladies, fellas too. But the moon Pluto, there could be some soul searching and some, opportunities to transform or transmute and maybe heal any things from the past, this life or past lives with your mother. Okay? But This is a good time to like do your black eyed peas and collard greens on the first, but then maybe just do like a little food cleanse, especially for Aquarius sun signs, a little fasting or something on the first, second, maybe the third. Okay. And remember, this Pluto will only get to 3 degrees, but you see starting off when the Uranus, okay, and remember, you're going to have the Sun Uranus trine in about a week, week and a half. Okay. We are in that Capricorn Taurus deacon though now. And so what you're going to see is Uranus will be here, right? Jupiter will be gone. It goes in your 6th house. But Uranus trining Pluto, serious transformations with the relationship with your kids, your creativity, your hobbies. Maybe you are doing crypto. Maybe you are starting your own business, turning that hobby into a business. This is the time to make some astrology jewelry. And you may even tap into ancient history and your own lineage. Okay. So, from 26 to 33, Uranus is going to be in your 5th house, and you'll be experiencing a lot of energy with the Uranus-Pluto trine for quite a bit of 25 and 2026 in the beginning, okay? So it's going to be an interesting time for you guys. Look, we are dealing with the Sagittarius and Mercury, so you may be into a lot of communication or learning at the beginning of the year over the internet. Maybe you're coming to Coffee Talk January 10th or January 18th, Eric at BigEAstrology.com, either $13 or $22. The Juno Scorpio 10th house, maybe there's some intense emotional love or just a love for your work and your career. And this is financial and health. So a lot of Aquarius risings can work in the medical or in financial fields. And we still got the Libra South Node, which is trining, right, at 0 degrees, trining the Pluto. So there could be some transformations or some vacations or things from your father's teachings that kind of come back around. But you're really seeking harmony, peace, balance. Libra's seeking balance, but fairness, justice. Remember, the 9th house is the law, but it's also publishing. Maybe you make some sort of legacy book for dad or your own grandchildren. The Virgo 8th house, you definitely want the truth, but this is where with Orcus there and different things, you're going to be focused on with the South Node coming there January 11th and 3 eclipses this year in your 8th house, right? The Virgo South Node, also known as K2, the dragon's tail, it wants to cut, separate, and divide and wants spiritual things. You're going to be tapped into the occult, the metaphysics, the secrets. You may find that you want to do some research on ayahuasca or crystals or microdosing mushrooms, but this can also get into emergencies and sudden events. So you could be of service, right, if you're in the medical field during an emergency or something like that. The other retrogrades besides the Venus, the Mercury, I told you, the Aries Pisces, then July 17th to August, I think 11th, you're going to have the Mercury retrograde in that 7th house from the Leo. May dip back to Cancer. I can't remember exactly, but you're going to have that in the 7th house. So a lot of things coming up again around your heart chakra and your creativity and doing creative things or really tapping into the marketplace or something with your spouse. You want it to be very heart-centered, okay? And then November 9th to the 29th, okay? And that's going to be over here in your 11th house, right? Back over here with the Mercury that has left its shadow period. We just came off of Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Well, the 9th to the 29th of November, we'll have another one. Should be a great year. I think there's a lot of focus on yourself, your identity, a lot of focus on how you're earning money in your speech. And there's definitely going to be, with this Uranus Taurus, you may feel a little relief in your emotional mind with your mom and home. Like I said, it's going to leave on the 7-7 portal and won't come back to after 2026. And then it will be there to April of 2026. Then it will go into your 5th house. So, be mindful of the Mars in Cancer this year. But Aquarius, Everything is really your first, second, and third house, your eighth house, definitely fifth, sixth, and seventh as well. And I'm sensing you're ready for this change and transformation. It's time, right? It's no accident that we're New Year's Eve, Capricorn moon, ingressing into New Year's Day, the Aquarius moon. It's closing out the Pluto Capricorn chapter and the Piscean age. Ages are 2100 years. And we're at the pinky toe precipice of age of Aquarius. And then the moon shifting into 2025. This is a year of changes. Be willing to get uncomfortable. That's when God does the blessings, miracles, and work in your life. So Aquarius, sun and rising, you are fixed, right? You're a fixed air sign, stubborn, sometimes arrogant, super muy inteligente. But your best attribute is going to be open to change and transformation this year, which is really going to help you the next 7 years and the next 20 years of your life. Okay? So it's time to upgrade you. And look, there are no accidents, right? I mean, you can't make this up. I was just telling this to my wife. The moon being in Capricorn and then transitioning into Aquarius in the new year, that's literally what it is. Like Lot's wife in the Bible. Do not turn and yearn for the old you, the old ways, the old systems, the old structures, right? Stop yearning for Sodom and Gomorrah and Babylon. You got to move forward in the fifth dimension. And you know what, Aquarius? Sun and risings, you're the water bearer. You're ready for the spiritual awakening. You're ready for the throat chakra, the third eye, aligning your chakras. You're ready for meditation. Saturn, Neptune, and Pisces, then going into Aries communications. You have got to have the spiritual discipline. No days off. You got this. I know you got it. Please reach out. Eric at BigEAstro.com. You can go to the website. My sales end tonight at midnight for my love audio chart reading, only $33. Or my Astro Life Transformational Program, 5 months. This is teaching you how to become a Jedi, the master in the flow and energy of your natal birth chart. Literally helping you with a dream kit, guided meditations, affirmations, right? You're getting MP3s, you get a dream book, a wooden pencil to really activate and unlearn and cleanse the subconscious mind and programming, a crystal and a candle. Then after the whole 7 weeks, we meet for 3 months, once a month for a tune-up and a check-in. I'm not leaving you stranded. I'm going to see how you're doing with the dream book, how you're doing with the positive affirmations, the meditations, and walking in the flow and energy of your natal birth chart. It's $1,750. It goes up tomorrow to $2,000, but this is a program. I do payment plans where Aquarius, suns, and risings, and your moons, your birth chart sales coming up January 21st, reach out to me because that, and I teach one-on-one astrology classes, my moon tracking service, a myriad of amazing services to help the collective. And, I'm down my 11th house crew and my community starting this year. So I'll see you on the other side. Happy New Year 2025 for Aquarius, rising, and sun signs, your insights and predictions. Adios. Be careful tonight and enjoy Aquarius 2025. Peace. It's the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius. You gotta have fun. So Aquarius, you're open-minded, you're weird, innovative, bizarre, you're a genius, and I want you. You're starting off with Moon, Ceres, and Venus and Pluto on your ascendant. Watch the sweet tooth and the chocolates. You can transform your love language and your relationships. Literally your car, your vehicles, your wardrobe, no Teslas. You don't want to sit on lithium and let it cook your ovaries and your prostate. That's silliness. But see how you can really focus on nurturing and caring for yourself, up-leveling your diet, and just the positive affirmations and all that stuff. All right, reach out, Eric at BigEAstro.com. Go for my sales. I got Coffee Talk, Ellen DeGeneres, January 10th, and January 18th, Cat Williams, Kendrick Lamar, 2 hours, $22. Ellen, 75 minutes, $13. You book it, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. I think actually you can purchase it now too on the website, but Eric at BigEAstrology.com. And I'll see you guys in 2025. Can you believe? Wow. It's been a year. All right. Love you, Aquarius, the water bearer. And my good buddies, Aquarius Rising. My mother-in-law is an Aquarius sun. I know the energy well. Happy New Year. 2025 insights and predictions. You're going to be marvelous, darling. And very powerful. Peace.